Hey everybody, so I'm going to go ahead and read to you my week's lesson. I am in the nail technology class in California to be licensed or certified to be a nail technician. And so what I found is that it was better for me not to waste any time and actually be able to listen to videos on the actual literature that I need to read. So I'm putting this out there in hopes that it'll actually help you guys too who are studying the same thing. This is week 3. We're about to wrap it up. We're halfway through. And we are on nail tips and wraps, which is chapter 16 in the Milady book. I'm going to go ahead and read it again because I do have a little bit of a commute. So for those of you who have time to listen to the videos, watch the videos, I think it just adds to your learning. You retain information by rewriting it, by reading it, and by hearing it. So hopefully this will help you guys. And that's why I'm putting it out there, because it's going to help me listen to myself actually say, read it out loud, and also help other people listen to the literature. So chapter 16 again, that is nail tips and wraps. I'm going to read the majority of the information. And it starts with, one of the most popular services that a nail professional can offer clients is the opportunity to wear beautiful nails in almost endless variety of lengths and strengths. Regardless of whether a client is interested in wearing long, medium, or short nails, she may opt to have nail tips applied over her natural nails for strength and durability. Once a tip is applied, she will have an opportunity to choose from a variety of products that can be layered over the natural nail and the tip to further secure the strength of the nail and its beauty. Nail tips. Nail tips are plastic pre-molded nails shaped from a tough polymer made from acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. In short, the acronym for that is ABS plastic. They are adhered to the natural nail to add strength and to serve as support for nail enhancement products. Tips are combined with an overlay, a layer of any kind of nail enhancement product that is applied over the tip for added strength. Nail tips that do not have an overlay are not long wearing and can break easily without the reinforcement for the overlay. And what you see in highlight may not pertain to you, but it does pertain to our class. And so it's either going to be on the California State exam for the license or also in our classroom tests, which we're going to have weekly. We actually have 2 tests per week, Tuesdays and Fridays. Now, in addition to the basic materials on your manicuring table, you will need an abrasive board, a buffer block, a tip adhesive, a tip cutter, which is an implement similar to a nail clipper designed specially for use on nail tips, a nail dehydrator, which is a substance used to remove surface moisture and tiny amounts of oil left on the natural nail plate, and a variety of nail tips for the nail tip application. Many nail tips have a shallow depression called a well that serves as a point of contact with the nail plate. The position stop, the point where the free edge of the nail meets the tip, is where the tip is adhered to the nail. There are various types of nail tips, including the partial well and the full well and the well-less or no well at all. When applying a tip that has a well, be sure that the well butts up against the natural nail when adhering to the nail. Nail tips are available in many sizes, colors, and shapes so that it is easier to fit each client with precisely the right tip. Now, tips can be purchased in large containers of 100 to 500 pieces, as well as in various individual refill sizes. With such a wide assortment, it is easy to fit each client correctly. Make sure the tips you choose for clients cover the nail plate from sidewall to sidewall exactly. Do not make the mistake of using a nail tip that is narrower than the nail plate. As the nail plate grows, the natural nail will be wider and get caught in hair, clothes, etc. The tip may also crack on the sides and split down the middle. Rather than attempting to force too small tip on the nail, it is better to use a slightly larger tip and work with the abrasive board to tailor the tip before you apply it. You can also trim and bevel the well before applying it to the tip to the nail, which can save you blending time. Nail tips that are pre-beveled require much less filing on the natural nail after application. This also lessens the potential for damage to the natural nail. The bonding agent used to secure the nail tip to the natural nail is called a nail tip adhesive. Adhesives can be purchased in either tubes or brush-on containers and are available in several different forms depending on the thickness of the adhesive. For instance, gel adhesives, sometimes referred to as resin, are the thickest and require more time to dry than fast-setting thinner adhesives, which dry in about 5 seconds. Nail adhesives usually come in either a tube with a pointed applicator tip, a one-drop applicator, or as a brush-on. Use care when opening adhesive containers. Always point the opening away from your face and not in the direction of your client. Nail professionals and their clients should always wear eye protection when using and handling nail tip adhesives. Even the smallest amount of adhesive in the eyes can be very dangerous and may cause serious injury. Once the nail tips are applied, the contact area will need to be reduced with an abrasive so that the tip blends in with the natural nail. With a perfect tip application, there should be no visible line where the natural nail stops and the tip begins. During the nail tip application procedure, discuss products such as polish, top coat, and hand lotion or cream that will help your client maintain the beauty and durability of her nails between salon and spa visits. Nail wraps. Any method of securing a layer of fabric or paper on and around the nail tip ensure its strength and durability and is called a nail wrap. Nail wraps are one type of overlay that can be used over the nail tips. Nail wraps are also used to repair or strengthen natural nails or to create nail extensions. Nail wrap is a term used to describe an overlay that includes a nail wrap resin to coat and secure fabric wraps to the natural nail and nail tip. Wrap resins are made from cyanoacrylate adhesive and are closely related to those in other types of nail enhancements. A fabric wrap made of silk, linen, or fiberglass is the most popular type of nail wrap because of its durability. A fabric wrap is cut to cover the surface of the natural nail and the nail tip and is laid onto a layer of wrap resin to build and strengthen enhancement. Fabric wraps may be purchased in swatches, rolls, or in packages of pre-cut pieces, either with or without adhesive backing. The wrap materials is the heart of the nail wrap system and gives the system its unique properties. Nail wraps can be used as an overlay to strengthen natural nails or to strengthen a natural nail tip application. Silk wrap is made from a thin natural material with a tight weave that becomes transparent when wrap resin is applied. A silk wrap is lightweight and has a smooth appearance when applied to the nail. A linen wrap is made from closely woven, heavy material. It is much thicker and bulkier than other types of fabrics. Wrap adhesives do not penetrate linen as easily as silk or fiberglass. Because a linen wrap is opaque, a color polish must be used to cover it completely, even after wrap resin is applied. Linen is used because it is considered to be the strongest wrap fabric. A fiberglass wrap is made from very thin synthetic mesh with a loose weave. The loose weave makes it easy to use and allows the wrap resin to penetrate, which improves adhesion and clarity. Even though fiberglass is not as strong as linen or silk, it can create a durable nail enhancement. Some clients and other nail techs prefer to use a paper wrap. Paper was one of the very first materials used to create a wrap. A paper wrap is temporary and made of very thin paper, and it is quite simple to use because it lacks the strength and durability of a fabric wrap. For this reason, a paper wrap is considered to be temporary. Excuse me. To be continued here, temporary service and needs to be completely replaced each time your client comes in maintenance. Paper wraps were very popular before the 90s, but are rarely used now, having been replaced with silk and fiberglass products. A wrap resin accelerator or activator acts as the dryer that speeds up the hardening process of the wrap resin or adhesive overlay. Activators come in several different forms: brush on bottle, pump spray on, and aerosol. An activator will dissipate in about 2 minutes after being applied, so be sure not to reapply additional wrap resin immediately, or may have to find that the activator causes the wrap resin to harden on the brush tip of the bottle or extender when it touches a nail. Activator also does not need to be applied after every layer of adhesive. This is an optional step. Activator can be used as needed. In addition to your chosen wrap material, you will need a wrap resin and resin accelerator, nail buffer and file, small scissors, plastic, and tweezers to perform a nail wrap overlay. Using a 6" by 4" piece of flexible plastic sheet, a sandwich baggie works great to press fabric onto the nail plate. Will prevent the transfer of oil and debris from your nail and or fingers. Wrap resin will not easily penetrate fibers that are contaminated with oil, and those strands become visible in clear coating. Thus, it is best not to touch them before then you must. Changing to an unused portion of plastic for each finger is necessary. Nail wrap maintenance, repair, and approval. Fabric wraps need regular maintenance to keep them looking fresh. In this section, you will learn how to maintain fabric wraps after 2 and 4 weeks. You will also learn how to repair cracks and to remove nail wraps when necessary. To further strengthen a fabric wrap, some clients will enjoy a method of professionals like to use called dip powder and adhesive enhancement. For this technique, a fine polymer powder is sprinkled or spooned onto the nail in wet resin over a completed fabric wrap. Several layers of this dip powder can be applied in the resin and activated. Any style of adhesive or resin can be used for this procedure. Usually an activator is used to ensure drying. Many clients who normally cannot wear monomer liquid and polymer powder nail enhancements on their hands because of skin sensitivity or allergy enjoy this service for the additional strength and wearability it provides them. You may have heard about it or even tried using a method of nail enhancement called no-light gels. These were once used by professionals, but now are popular as do-it-yourself kit for nail clients and available for purchase in grocery and drugstores. If you should encounter a client who may have used a no-light gel, you should know that the product's chemistry makes it more adhesive nail enhancement than the traditional UV gel products available. No-light gels employ a thick adhesive that many companies and marketers mistakenly call a gel. No-light gels actually have the same chemical composition as a wrap system with the wrap resin and can be used with the spray on activator to harden or cure the adhesive. Nail wrap maintenance. Nail wraps must have consistent maintenance after the initial application. Maintenance is the term used when nail enhancement needs to be serviced after 2 or more weeks from the initial application of the nail enhancement product. The maintenance service actually accomplishes 2 goals. It allows the tech to 1. Apply the enhancement product onto the new growth of the nail, commonly referred to as fill or backfill, and 2. Structurally correct the nail to ensure its strength, shape, and durability. This is commonly referred to as a rebalance. Wrap maintenance can be done with either additional wrap resin, as in the 2-week fabric maintenance, or with fabric and resin, as in the 4-week fabric maintenance. The maintenance is necessary for the nail's beauty and durability. Fabric wrap repair. There will be circumstances when nail wraps will need to be repaired. In those cases, small pieces of fabric can be used to strengthen a weak point to the nail or repair a break in the nail. A stress strip is a strip of fabric cut 1/8 of an inch in length and applied to the weak point of the nail during the 4-week fabric wrap maintenance to repair or strengthen a weak point in the nail enhancement. A repair